What's going on, my dudes? Oscar checking back in with a brand new video. Today I was gonna talk about Bakemono Gatsuri, but I have like no stamina. I'm running on empty. I don't know if you watched my last video, the unboxing one. You can see I still have the boxes in the back there. I still haven't put all that shit away. I haven't taken it out to recycling yet. I've just been so burned out. I work tons of hours. I wanted to change it up a little bit, and instead of talking about Bakemono Gatsuri, I wanted to talk about United States history. I hope you watched that last video, because if you didn't, then that joke is gonna fucking crash and burn. I still have this fucking thing, by the way. I hope you watch my unboxing video, because then this will make sense. It won't be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Alright, so I was gonna do Bakemonogatari. I read the first volume, and I have like a whole script and everything that I wrote for it, but I just don't have like the stamina to do the voiceover and all that. So instead, I just felt like picking up some manga that I want to get into. I'm actually doing a video right now. I don't know if I've mentioned in the past in other videos. I probably have, but I'm doing a big video about a series that rhymes with Ire Unch, and I'm reading through the whole series, trying to get the whole thing completed, and then I'm going to do a why you should read, because so far it's a fucking masterpiece, and I can't wait to talk about it. But it might not be for a few weeks from the recording of this, just because like I haven't had a lot of time to read it. In the meantime, here are 5 manga that I hope to get into in the near future. Hopefully once I finish that, I'll be able to jump into one of these. So I read Mega years ago, and I read the first 3 volumes, and for whatever reason, like, I never finished it. I never got back into it. I never read the last like 4 volumes. I remember I had like the 4th one in the cart. One thing I do remember is that the story is like almost nonsensical, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like it was just kind of weird, and this guy's work is all like a little odd. Nihei, Tsutomu Nihei. Like his work, like he did Knights of Sidonia, Abara. What else did he do? He did Blam, Biomega. I think he's got more stuff, but I can't, think of it off the top of my head. But this one right here is the artwork is gorgeous. Like, it has such beautiful artwork. I don't remember if there's nudity in this, so I'm trying to be careful. Like, I don't want to show you anything that I have to censor. But the artwork is gorgeous. If there's one thing that I will give this man, is that his artwork is absolutely beautiful. Like, just look at his work. And funny enough, one of the things that I have coming up next, the next one that I'm going to show you that I'm trying to read is somebody that used to be an intern for him or an assistant for him, and they're also a great artist. So yeah, I'm hoping to jump into this really soon once I finish the other manga that I'm trying to do for my upcoming video, which may be a long one because I want to cover a lot of ground with it. But I ordered the next 3 volumes of Mega. I would jump on it as soon as possible because it looks like it's running out everywhere, and I'm seeing people sell it for upwards of $50. Some of the later volumes, like I saw volume 4, somebody was selling for like $50. But I got lucky and ordered all of it. And funny enough, I think it was like volume 6. I was supposed to receive volume 6 of Mega, and this is what came instead. That's what makes that joke from before, is that in my last video, in the unboxing one, I opened up a box thinking it was going to be Mega volume 6, and it ended up being this heavy ass textbook. So it was fucking hilarious, and like I was furious when it happened, but now it's just kind of funny to me. So yeah, I'm gonna go back through this whole series, and then I'll do a let's talk about, because I don't think I'm gonna do a why you should read, because like I said, this series is kind of nonsensical. I mean, I definitely read it if you just want to look at it because of how fucking beautiful it is. Because it is, like, the drawings, dude, they're legitimately kind of terrifying. Some of the demons or whatever, the monsters. And so, yeah, that's Biomega. All right, and this is the other one that I was talking about. That this person was I think an assistant or an intern or something of Hiei, before she ended up doing her own work. And she actually did one of my favorite series ever called Dorohedoro. And I did a video about Dorohedoro years ago, and I actually deleted it just because I kind of didn't want to keep the channel anymore. So I deleted the video, and I had a bunch of videos up there, and I just deleted everything. So I no longer have that video, but it was pretty much like a why you should read Dorohedoro, and it was before the series came out, the anime. Like, I wanted people to read it to be prepared for the anime when that came out. So yeah, this is Die Dark by Gyu Hayashida, and this is the second volume. I don't have the first. I ordered the first, so it should hopefully be here. I just want to see if I'm gonna show you that work. See that artwork. So this is just a new arrival. This arrived like day before yesterday. And so yeah, this is Die Dark. I don't have the first volume yet, and so I'm really excited to read this. Probably gonna get into it like hopefully within the next week or so. Once I finish up the other stuff, I'm gonna start just like barreling into new stuff, because I really do want to talk about this. I want to do a let's talk about Die Dark, and I'll also mention Dorohedoro in that video. I have some volumes of Dorohedoro. I don't have the whole thing, and I kind of regret not buying it from the beginning. Well, what it was for me is that I was reading it online, and I read like the first I don't even know how many chapters online, up to like what would essentially be volume 10. Then I decided I wanted to start reading it physically, and I didn't want to start all the way back over. So what I did is I bought volume 11 through 16, and ended up never finishing volume 16. And now volume 2 is like fucking $50 because of second sellers, and they're fucking assholes, bro. Like they do that shit. They just overcharge, which is insane. It's not even worth it. For the most part, to me, it's just like not even worth it. I'm just, if anything, I'll collect what I can from Dorohedoro just to have those volumes. But I do have 11 through 16. So yeah, I'm like really excited to check this out. I have no idea what it's about. I kind of want to just go in blind. Like, I haven't even really read what this story is about, so I can't really give you much. What I will say is, like, her signature style is there. Like, her characters are so much fun. Even the bad guys are fun. They're incredible. Like, such is the case with Dorohedoro, where the villains are all entertaining as fuck. Even in the anime, I think the anime did Dorohedoro like some really big favors. And you know, like, her artwork and just her style of writing and drawing is so offbeat and hilarious. So if you can find the first volume of this and it's not ridiculously expensive, I would 100% get this, or even check out Dorohedoro. Like I said, I'm going to do a let's talk about this series once I read the first volume, once I get my hands on it and read it, and I'm really excited about that. So yeah, that's Die Dark. All right, so next up we have Undead Unlock. This just arrived as well. Like, this wasn't in the unboxing video. This just arrived like the other day. I started reading a little bit of it online on the Viz app just to kind of get an idea about it, and then I saw it on Amazon, and I saw that it was running low. There weren't many copies of it left, so I jumped on it, because there's this thing that seems to happen with first volumes of series where the first volume sells out, and then suddenly people are selling them for $30-$40, and I did not want to have to overpay to be able to read this thing physically. So I did read a little bit of it, and I really can't tell you much other than I think, like, he's undead, and then she's got horrible luck. They're kind of like a match made in hell. They somehow end up together. I don't really know what kind of shenanigans they get up to, because I only really read up until the point where they meet, and he wants to test to see if she's actually unlucky, and he immediately gets hit by a fucking train. So I'd say she's pretty unlucky, but it works out because whoever she touches or comes into contact with, they get severely injured. But with him, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't really matter, because he's already undead, and if he gets fucked up, he just, regenerates or whatever. So yeah, I really haven't read much about it. Like, I don't really know a lot about it. I have the second volume in a cart for later on. It does look really good. Like, you can see the artwork is super nice. Now let me show you a little bit of the beginning of where he kind of gets hit. Oh yeah, there it is. So yeah, you can see right there where, like, he gets hit by a train, and he just gets obliterated. Let me show you this right here. He just gets obliterated by the train. So that's kind of like what I read up to. It's really offbeat, really random, and it seems like it's gonna be a little bit of a romance type of thing going on, but it's definitely offbeat, which I really like. So I'm going to check this out, and then I'll eventually pick up the second volume. And I think I might have pre-ordered the third just for the hell of it, just because I know I'm eventually going to get the second volume, and by the time I get the second volume, I'll already have the third on the way as well. Yeah, I'm really looking to get into this. I might do a let's talk about it, you know, since this is an ongoing series. And whenever I do why you should read, those are usually for series that are complete, because I want you to like read the whole thing and immerse yourself in it, and it's not like something where like you can only read a little bit of it and then that's it. So I like to do my let's talk abouts for things that are like ongoing or whatever. Alright, so this is one that in my other video I compared to Jinmen. I don't really know. I don't think it's available in English or in any other language other than Japanese, unless you read the fan edits, the fan translations. And this is Shibuya Goldfish. I picked up the first 2 volumes of this at a Barnes and Noble a little while ago, like a month ago. I still haven't read it yet. I've been wanting to read it because I really want to do a let's talk about this series. So once I finish the other thing, like I said, I have like all these other books that I really want to get into. And this one, like I said, it reminds me of like Jinmen. I think there's like 15 volumes altogether. I think this is over. I think the series is over and it ended like on volume like 14 or 15. So yeah, it's literally like these goldfish that are gigantic and they start attacking like Shibuya, I guess. So yeah, this thing is like insane. The art, I was looking at the artwork at Barnes and Noble because I was like, what the hell is this? And it's legitimately insane. Like it's bonkers, dude. I don't want to like spoil myself either because I don't know what the hell's gonna happen, but yeah, like just giant goldfish start attacking people, and somehow the lead kid develops like superpowers or something, and he's able to fight the goldfish. I wonder if this is gonna be anything like Gyo, like Junji Ito's Gyo, or not. But I don't know. I mean, once I get into this and start reading it or whatever, I'll do a let's talk about, so that I can, you know, bring up some content for the channel, because I love presenting random finds. I like to talk about things that aren't, you know, that a lot of people aren't speaking about. Like I did Jagan in one of my other videos. One of my last videos was about Jagan, the series. I read it in Spanish because sadly there's no English official translation, but you could read it from like fan edits or whatever. So yeah, looking forward to getting into Shibuya Goldfish, and then I'll do a let's talk about it. So yeah, I'm excited about that. All right, I feel like I'm saving what is to me the best for last. This is a series that I watched the anime and I absolutely fucking loved the anime. So I started picking these up, and if you watched my unboxing video, the last one that I did, I mentioned Prison School, and I have like a ton of Prison School. So I'll put it right here so you can see all the Prison School volumes that I have, and I've been kind of collecting them randomly. I need like 5 more volumes, and like I actually ordered the last 5 volumes that I need, and like I got like 7 or 8 of them, I think, in one go. I think I got like 8 volumes. I think it was like 1 through 7 and like 12 in one go, and then I have like the rest of it. I have the rest of it coming, so hopefully I'll be able to like pile it all together, and it'll be like one big set of just nothing but Prison School. If you don't know what Prison School is about, it's about these kids, these guys that get put into a literal prison in the school where they attend. It's like a prestigious school, and they get put into a prison. And this girl right here is their warden. She's not the main, you know, antagonist, if you will, but she is like the second subordinate. But I call her the warden because she kind of takes on the main role of essentially like warding over these guys, you know, like taking I don't want to say taking care of them, because it's exactly the opposite of what kind of happens here, that they get taken care of. So this is essentially where like they get caught, and there's like the main girl, and then there's this one. There's like the one that's just like a warden. Actually, no, I'm sorry, that's not the main girl. That's one of the girls that tortures them. And I mean, like, I want to emphasize how bonkers this series is. Like, it's so over the top. The series is so over the top. Let me see if I can find something that I can show you, just like how dramatic because it's so over dramatized. It's fucking hilarious, dude. Like I really do want to talk about this series, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Let's talk about it. If anything, I'll end up just going straight to like a why you should read. But you can kind of get an idea like of how over dramatized it is right there with his face. I forget their characters' names because like I watched the anime and it was a while ago, so I don't remember the names that well. Like it's so over dramatized sometimes, but it's also really funny. I don't want to. It's kind of tough because like some of the stuff is like this is really raunchy, like it's really lewd, and I don't want to get in trouble. I mean I won't get in trouble because I'll censor it before it gets to that point. But I mean it's like some of it's just so over the top, but it's hilarious at the same time. And like I showed it to a friend of mine, and she's like, wow, is that a horror manga? And I was like, no, it's not actually a horror manga, dude. It's just so over the top. But like, yeah, like you can kind of see right there, just how like just over the top this series is. I'm really excited to finally just collect all of it and be able to get into it. I even have Hiramoto Akira's next work, which is Raw Hero. I have it over here on my shelf. I have the next one, his Raw Hero stuff. I have that on the shelf. I'm going to eventually jump into that too. I was actually going to talk about that in this video, but I didn't want to talk about more than one creator at a time. I wanted to just have one creator. I mean, I wanted to have work from each different creator, so I wanted to have 5 different creators work on here, and not, you know, just keep talking about one creator. So yeah, maybe I'll do something once I collect the rest of Prison School. I'll do something about it. I'll post. But I'm really excited about these. The only thing is like it's gonna be a while before I do a why you should read of this series, just because of how thick these volumes are. Like most of this is covered. Most of this is covered in the anime. I think up to volume up to like the first part of volume 5 is covered in the anime, and then the rest of it up to like volume 14 isn't covered in the anime. So there's a lot of content if they ever decide to bring it back that they can eventually cover. So that would be really pretty rad. Those are my picks. Those are 5 manga that I want to eventually get into probably soon. I mean, my time is so thin right now with all the hours that I work, but yeah, I hope you'll stick around. I mean, if you've watched this far into the video, thank you. If you haven't subbed, please do. I have so much stuff just constantly coming out, and hopefully I will get around to doing that Bakemonogatari video. So yeah, these are my picks. I hope that you enjoyed this. Hopefully I didn't screw up how I... Here, let me redo this. Let me post these so that they look good. Let me post these so that they look mighty fine. Alright, so those are my picks. Let me turn this around. So those are my picks. Yeah, those are all my picks. These are the next 5 volumes that I'm hoping to jump into. I don't know in what order. More than likely, I'll jump into Die Dark next because I really want to get into this because of Hyu Hayashida, and she is an incredible creator. So I really want to support her work, and I will read anything that woman does. Pretty much like Tatsuki Fujimoto, like what was this thing? A Look Back, which was depressing as all hell, but legitimately a masterpiece. It's like 140 pages, and it is a fucking masterpiece. I was gonna do a video about it, but ultimately decided not to. I feel like enough people are talking about it to where like there's really no point for me to even talk about it. I doubt anybody will even care what I have to say. So yeah, I mean, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching these. I've seen that there's a lot more interaction in my videos. No real like talking to me, which is kind of lame, but it's cool. You don't have to talk to me if you don't want to. But I appreciate that people are watching them, and I see people leaving me likes and whatnot. So I appreciate that, and the fact that anybody even bothers to watch these videos means the absolute world to me, and it always will. I try to do these at least once a week. I kind of like stockpile these because I want to always have content to be able to put out every single week. Usually it's never always like at the same day. Sometimes I do it a day earlier or a day later, but it's still consistent, and I'm still always trying to get new stuff out. So thank you so much for watching this video. It's going to be a long one. I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to cover some series, and just since I didn't do my other thing that I was supposed to do today that I said I was going to, I wanted to do something fun and just talk about manga. So next week I think will probably be a Vinyl Journey. I hope you like those if you watch them. I wanted to just have like different kinds of stuff on the channel and not just all be one topic. I just felt like that would get kind of stagnant for me. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Hope you're well. Hope everyone in your family is well. Take care.
How you feel when you sippin' on drip in the whip? Haters talking shit, but I stay rolling lit. Stay holding splits, man, I crave popping pills. Sluggish on the drink, bitch, I'm chugging refills. Hallucinating fate.